Hey, thanks for coming by. I had this ingenious idea that maybe you would let me cut your hair and I could do an entire nice face of makeup. No reason in particular. I cut my own hair recently and you saw that. It didn't go too bad. It's starting to get to be summertime and all the bushes are growing, and I've had some practice trimming some hedges, so I think I can cut some straight lines. It's your choice. But I got all of my makeup and beauty supplies, and I even got a brand new little beauty blender. Look at how adorable this guy is right here. But yeah, just to have fun on the weekend. No reason in particular. Alright, I promise I won't make it look bad. It's okay if I comb your hair a little bit? Thank you. Just kind of. How about we do like a little bit of the bangs? We can get this nice fringe going like this. Okay. I won't go nuts and like cut your entire hair or anything like that, unless you want me to. Okay. Just think you get a haircut for free. Sometimes it's just nice to comb out the hair too. It's kind of nice to switch it up a bit. I was thinking about, for the summertime, actually going just a tad shorter, going with like a bob. Do you think a bob would look okay on me? It'd be nice just to keep a little bit cooler. Unfortunately, I work with an Eskimo who always wants to have the air conditioner really, really high. And I don't always enjoy working in that environment. Having shorter hair might make it more cold. So if I comb some of the hair in front of you here, just to measure it out a little bit. Do you want thick bangs, or do you want kind of just as a light fringe? Very thin fringe? Okay. Like right about here? Does that look good? Okay. Alright, here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. I cut my hair and you hear that noise and you're like, there's no going back now. Let's just trim you up a little bit more. And I know that these aren't quite the shears you would use for hair cutting, but they're pretty good. think that's a good addition. I like it. How about I also get just a little bit of like the sides here so you have more of an angle to the face. You think that'd be okay? Okay. Look at all this fluffiness I got now. Oh, I know, it's so itchy. Just a little bit more on the side. Just gonna put that over there so that it doesn't make me itch and you itch like crazy. You have beautiful hair though. There you go, and now you have a nice new framing and shape. Does it feel nice? It's a little bit long in the bangs. Alright, well, okay. It'll grow out. I'll just cut like a centimeter off. There we go. I think it looks beautiful. Gorgeous. Now I got fuzz all over me, but I think it looks really nice. Get all these little tiny fuzzies, these loose, small hairs. I know how much that can be really of an annoyance, but I think that it really nicely frames your face. And bangs. So, on to the makeup. We'll start with some foundation. And I'm going to use my little itty bitty beauty blender here. This is going to be my main little sponge. I love these guys. They always make the foundation come out really, really flawless, especially if you get them just a little bit wet beforehand. I had a friend on YouTube that had mentioned to dampen the sponge. Very helpful. Let's just, do you mind looking up a little bit so I can get the underside of your eyes? Okay, thanks. Go ahead and close your eyes for me. I'm going to do like the top of your eyelids very, very gently, okay? Okay, you can open them. Go like this for me. I'm just going to go around the shape of your lips. Good, good, good. I've really fallen in love with this foundation. I bought it because it was cheap, but I really, really like it. It's not quite your color, it's a little bit too pinky. I find that it's the same way with me. It's a little bit more, I think you and I, we have a little bit more of an olive color to our skin. Okay, I'm going to use the big bubbly end here for your forehead. I like that noise. Lift up your bangs here. I'm going to get a little bit more on your neck so that it blends in really nicely. Can you look up for me? That way it kind of blends in a little bit. Up by your ears. I'm just going to rub my hands on your face to make it look a little more natural, okay? Not so cakey. Nice clean palette. I'm going to maybe move on to the blush, give you somewhat of a contoured look, but also nice and rosy. It's just kind of a generic pink, but it's dark enough where if you put it like right underneath where your jaw, I'm sorry, your cheekbone is. It comes out nice and chiseled isn't the word I'm looking for, but it makes this look more elevated and this look more angular. Angular, that's the word I'm looking for. So go like this for me. Beautiful, beautiful. You look so glamorous. Yeah, you can hear my cat snoring too. Always. Which makes me feel comfortable when she snores, though. She's cute. I think that's even. Gives you that nice angular model look. Someone had recommended a while ago that I try a gel liner. I'd never really used a gel liner before, so I didn't really know what to expect, but I've used this cream liner hundreds of times, and I'm going to try to mimic what I have on my eyes right now, and that's going to be just kind of this nice blonde base towards the insides, and then going in with a black gel, and then making that nice thing going on. So where's my wide brush? There it is. So I'm just going to dab this on the inner corners. Okay, if you want to look away when I do this. Okay. Try not to get it in your eyelashes. It's hard to cover up when it's in your eyelashes for some reason. Okay. Other eye, looking the other way. Thank you. There we go. Maybe we'll get a little bit more over the ridge of the eyes. Maybe just close your eyes a little bit. They don't have to. Okay, yeah, close them all the way. Thank you. Alright. Where did I put that lid? There it is. This is the part that I'm really still getting familiar with. I think it'll be easier to do it on someone else than it will be on myself. But trying to get that precise wing thing going on, I'm not very good at it. So I have this cool little, it's like an angled brush, and it's really good at just kind of getting the right angle and the right position of it. So okay. I'm gonna try to steady my hand here. Just close your eyes for me, okay? I actually think that's looking really good. It's nice and straight. I'm going to do one nice clean sweep over the eye and then bring it out. Okay, close your eyes. Very nice. I'm actually really proud of myself there. Okay, I'm going to do your right side now. Gonna do one nice clean sweep, make it nice and even. Okay, close your eyes. Let's get that angle a little bit sharper. I'm gonna bring it out just a little bit more in the corners, okay? I think they're even. Okay. This is usually the part that I screw up, and now that it looks really good, I'm going to use a setting spray, and this is supposed to make sure that the makeup doesn't move from here on out. So if I accidentally bump you or something like that, it won't actually cause it to smear. Is that okay? Yeah, it doesn't smell, it doesn't have any harsh chemicals. I've actually gotten it in my eyes and it hasn't been anything bad. Okay, just close your eyes. You gotta hold it far away from your head. Spray your neck a little bit there. Okay. Just gonna let it dry a little bit. Because I mess that up so often, as soon as I finish my eye makeup and I'm happy with it, I do that just because I know I'll end up messing it up if I don't. I am going to take a Q-tip and very gently come out and clean up the underside of those, okay? Really symmetrical too. I wish I could do that more often on my own face. I always end up with uneven lighting, so one eye will look more dark, and that's because when I'm doing this in front of my mirror at home, I have sunlight that comes in from one side, makes that side look naturally lighter, so it's really hard for me to get them even. How about some nice mascara now? Let's bring out those lashes, make them look super, super long. And this is the Lash Intensity. The noise is actually kind of gross. Okay. Look up for me. Got all these little loose hairs floating around now. I don't know what's easier sometimes is looking up, and then once I make contact with your eyelashes, look down so it pushes them into the brush. Okay. Boom. I think you look great. Now, if you haven't been able to tell, one of my favorite things is eyebrows. I'm going to take just a little bit of a nice darker, it's not black, it's more of like a brown, and I'm going to fill in and thicken up those eyebrows a little bit. Okay. I love this brush. I don't know why. It does such a good job at filling it in with color, but not making it look like you're drawing it on with a pencil. But if you do use a pencil, I use a pencil, and it gives it just a little bit more of a line, and then you can blend it in really, really nicely with this brush. You know, it's funny, I remember when I bought these brushes on eBay. I don't know anything about makeup, but when I bought them, they were only $11 for a set of like 20. Little stray hairs are coming off and sticking to me. Do I have any on my face that you can see? Okay. A little bit more in the center here, make them a little closer together. I feel like I have one of those hairs right here. I suppose that's probably why they put those bibs on you when they cut your hair at a salon. Gorgeous. Ooh, why don't I take a little bit of this brown and I can do a little bit on the under eyes, and it can give you more of that smoky, mysterious look. Okay. Look up. Might make it easier. Just kind of soften it out a little. Up to the flare. Okay, your right side. Look up. Before we put the lip gloss on, and this is the super sparkly lip gloss, super, super sparkly, I'm going to use a little bit of liner on the sides here, and maybe also on the bridge. So it's very similar in color, it's a little darker. Okay. Just try to relax your lips, okay? Do you mind like kind of stretching your mouth out like? Thank you. think that's good. Gives it a little bit more shading or boundaries to keep the lip gloss in. Just relax him. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Gorgeous. Get that nice fringe. It comes down so nicely and it shapes your face. You look great. Well, now we look like we're both ready to stay home and watch Netflix together or something. Doing all this makeup and not going anywhere. Kitty sounds like she wants us to curl up with her. Maybe we can just take a nice cozy day on the couch and watch some TV with Kitty. Maybe? Okay. Or we can go someplace. Okay. Well, I think you look gorgeous. So maybe take some selfies and put them up on Instagram or something. Alright. Well, I'm going to get relaxed.